Fire Emblem friends! I am Glitter Valkyrie, and welcome to the July 4th edition of Friend Showcase. Happy Independence Day if you're located in the US, and if not, happy Wednesday, or whatever day it might be in your area of the world. If you're new to this series, I show off some of the super impressive builds from my friends list, and end the episode with redeeming some of the free summons that I've been saving up. So let's go ahead and take a look at some fantastic units. And first up, we have Icorial, and I'm so sorry if I butchered your name, and we are going to take a look at your plus 10 female Corrin. This build is downright inspiring, and if I had access to Wrath, I'd probably do something similar. So Corrin is perhaps one of the lesser seen dragons in Arena. She definitely has competition from some of the other blue dragons in the game, so that might be why we don't see her as much. Noe is maybe somewhat easier to build right out of the box, and Ninian is kind of in a class all her own as a dancer, but Corrin carves out a niche for herself as a super speedy dragon. And you have given her Lightning Breath, refined for speed, and that combined with the boost from Fury, she ends up with a whopping 47 speed. She has a Water Blessing as well, so if she is with Fjorm, she's going to get a boost in speed there as well. She's got a really respectable attack stat and excellent mixed bulk, which is so important for characters with a distant counter weapon. And what I really love here is the synergy with this kit. She'll attack and maybe take some damage from Fury, and within a round of combat, she could be within Wrath range. And Wrath does a lot of things. It will speed up her cooldown trigger, and it's going to deal an additional 10 damage when that special triggers. And her special is Aether, and so this kit is going to really significantly speed up how often it triggers and the damage that she does, while healing her in the process. Oftentimes we'll see the Steady Breath, Warding Breath sets on dragons, and it works super well, but I really love this more unorthodox approach to building one of my favorite dragons. So excellent work with this build. And next up, we have Epsilon with your plus 10 Nino. And Nino is such a great unit who has really withstood the test of time. It seems like Nino and maybe Hector can only power creep themselves. She's really lasted and still works so well with the kit that she's given. So Nino's great because she doesn't necessarily require a ton of expensive skill inheritance to shine. She's super speedy and works really well with the tome that she comes with. But in this case, you have something really special with this particular build that I wanted to show off. Nino is incredibly fast with 43 speed and a very nice 48 attack. In this build, you ditched her Blade Tome and you gave her an Owl Tome, refined for defense. And that makes sense because you sacrificed a Takumi and gave her Close Counter. And she's actually got 26 defense, so she is highly likely to survive a melee hit. And you gave her Vantage, which is always helpful if she's taken a hit so that she can attack first. And you gave her the Heavy Blade Seal, which will help with the cooldown trigger for Aether. So overall, great work on this Nino. I'm sure that she's caught more than a few people by surprise in Arena who thought they were attacking a squishy Blade Tome Nino. So thank you for sharing. And next up, I have to find you. FT Sad Plant. And I'm going to take a second just to admire the fact that you gave him snorkeling gear with his full set of armor. It was an excellent choice of accessory. So Zephiel was the go-to red armor before Black Knight's release, and it's really neat to see that he's still got some fans out there. Your Zephiel has been given some very expensive gifts to make him the monster enemy phase unit that he truly should be. He's got a crazy amount of HP, excellent attack and defense, and although his speed is low, he's got Vengeful Fighter, so it really doesn't matter. You have refined his weapon, so he has got double distant defense going on with that seal as well. And with 40 defense and 26 res at baseline, most ranged units outside of maybe Micaiah will have a hard time taking him out. Distant counter synergizes so well with this. And Vengeful Fighter is going to speed up his cooldown trigger for Ignis, which is bound to do an incredible amount of damage. He is another one that makes me smile when he appears in my castle ready for the beach. So thank you, Sad Plant, for sharing your Zephiel. And scrolling down a little bit more, we have to show off Zero X's unit today. She's one of my favorite characters and has been super helpful for me in rival domains. First of all, you managed to get Micaiah to +10, so that is super duper impressive. I was really intrigued by this build because I often think of Micaiah as slower, more of a powerhouse mage, but you have really transformed her into a formidable unit by replacing much of her base kit. You kept her preferred weapon, which I love. It's super effective against armors and cavalry, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the most helpful preferred weapons in the game. Instead of her native distant counter, you have given her Fury, which takes her up to 56 attack and 38 speed. My gosh. I'm guessing that she has a boon in speed because that is so fast for a unit with a speed stat in the low 30s unmerged. Really, really impressive. You have given her advantage in the B slot and kept Sacrifice, which is great for arena scoring. But with this kit, you've really taken advantage of that monstrous resistance of 45. With double ploys and a res stat that high, she's going to reliably debuff a vast majority of the cast of characters. And she's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage with her special. She is so much fun to use in rival domains and makes armors and cavalry simply evaporate. So thank you for sharing your Micaiah. And now I am going to look at a unit from a friend request. I was really hoping that update 2.7 would allow for more friend spaces, but no such luck so far. I'm just going to keep sending feedback and asking for more spaces. So Turtle, you are up today. I feel like I have to show off your Hana since I was so mean to her in the Scattered Fang summoning session. In Arena, Hana is most commonly wielding an armor smasher, but you gave her something special. You sacrificed a gray to give her Zanbato, and you refined the Zanbato for speed, so she is sitting at 46 speed and doesn't even have life and death. She's actually a surprisingly good distant counter user with 26 defense and 29 res. And I guess since I most often see her with life and death in Arena, I guess I never really appreciated her mixed bulk. And this gets even better because you gave her the distant defense seal, so she's actually a really effective mixed phase unit. You've got Desperation in her B slot, which is always a good choice on speedy units, and Attack Smoke in the C slot. This is just a beautiful build. And maybe I won't be so grumpy the next time I pull a Hana. Well, maybe. No promises. But excellent work. And now, I think I'm going to redeem a couple of the free summons that have been burning a hole in my pocket. And everything in me wants to keep trying for Elise, but I know it's not smart. So I'm going to wait until she's on a banner where she's not sharing a focus of the same color. So we'll move on. And our first summon will be on the Fated Battles banner. There are some really great characters on this banner, but nothing that I truly really need. So maybe I'll pull a red if we have one. I'm really hoping for Ashita because she is now stuck at +3 in my merge project. Reposition would be fine too. It's a 3-star. 3-star Sheeta? Okay. I will not be mad. Reposition's always welcome. And we will back out. and the Heroes with Deathblow banner. These are amazing focus units, but I am not going to spend orbs on this. I have Delthea. She's amazing, but I don't necessarily need another copy. I do love Siegbert and any form of Reinhardt, so let's see what we get. I guess we'll be pulling a red here. Some smoke. Okay. I didn't spend orbs, so I won't be upset. He's actually good fodder, so I really shouldn't be mad. And next up, we have the Elysian Summer banner. And I'm actually pretty tempted to pull on this one because I really wanted a Summer Robin, and she never came home last summer. The Valor skills are just so useful, so it's really tempting. I have Tiki, who's amazing, and I have Gaius, who is not. It's funny, actually. Last summer, I wasn't at a point where I could snipe colors, so I just pulled everything, praying I'd get Frederick over Gaius, and of course I got Gaius. And then on the Legendary banner, with Gaius's rerun, I was trying to get PA Olivia, and I ended up with 2 Summer Gaius and no Olivia. So please, IS, no more Gaius, please. A Larshell would be great too. He's good fodder, that's fine. Okay. And lastly, the Norian Summer banner. Oh, this banner. I have a love-hate, mostly hate relationship with this one based on my past experience. I spent all of my free-to-play orbs sniping for Corrin last summer, only to get 1 Pity Breaker Noe with bad IVs and a pity rate over 5% when the banner ended. I was super salty over that for a long time, so in her Legendary rerun, I spent the most orbs I've ever spent on a character to get her, and I did get 2 copies, but the 2 copies I got were minus attack and minus speed. I've merged the minus speed into my minus attack, and she's still amazing with a Blarblade on a flyer team, but I'm really tempted to pull on this and see if I can maybe pull one who isn't minus attack or minus speed. She's probably one of my top 5 favorite characters to use, and great as is, but oh man, it's tempting. So, we'll redeem for now. Oh man. I might just... I'll pull a green, why not? I do have a Summer Xander, and he's awesome. And my Summer Elise is minus attack, so why not? That's a 3-star. Cecilia. Okay, so those were all of my free summons, and that will conclude our Independence Day edition of Friend Showcase. Thank you all for sharing your super creative builds with me, and please request me if you'd like to be in a future episode. My ID is in the description, and I'm still contemplating pulling a little bit on the Norian Summer banner for another Summer Corrin, or even possibly Elysian Summer banner for Summer Robin. So let me know in the comments if you think that Summer Corrin or Summer Robin are worth sniping for. It's always helpful to get a second opinion before I go all in. And as always, thanks so much for watching today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.